Yes, boys, and welcome back to another Dokkan video. Now, in this video today, my dudes, we are going to be going over my 5 favorite EZA units in the entirety of Dokkan. This includes Global and JP. And we're going to see, I'm going to go over what I like about them, the rotations I would usually use them with, and also my general opinion of them. And if you have your specific top 5 TURs or EZA, sorry, definitely let me know in the comments. So we're going to be going over the top 5 favorite EZA units of myself, Kizan, and yeah, let's get straight into it. But before I do that, just gotta let you know to please do like and hit that subscribe button for more of that good Dokkan content. Okay guys, now so the first thing I need to do is a quick disclaimer, just in case I get like downvoted into oblivion or disliked, is that this is entirely my opinion. Like, nobody here that ever watches this will have the exact same top 5 in the exact same order that I put them in. So like, this is my top 5, obviously your top 5 is going to be different, so just realize that everyone's favorites are totally different. This is just my favorites. In terms of APT or damage or defense, like, that doesn't really matter to me right now. This is just like purely which ones I probably use the most, which ones I like the most, and you know, just in general, just like that. So anyways, we start off with number 5, which is going to be Int Janemba. Now, Int Janemba I have not used in a while. I did not use him for ages. Then all of a sudden, when I was checking out his links, because look at the links there, like he's got Big Bad Bosses, Shocking Speed, Metamorphosis. He's got like really nice links there, Fear and Faith with Fierce Battle. And I was thinking, how should I even run him? I started to run him with Extreme AGL Android 13 and the rotation was amazing. Like the rotation went so good that it's now like whenever I run Transformation Boost, there's a high chance I'm going to probably use that rotation, you know, when I'm just like having a bit of fun, you know, not taking all the DFELRs or something. And going into him, his leader skill you won't see much use out of, honestly. I mean, not for most Battlefield units other than 120%ers have usable like leader skills. And but look at this, so he has guard activated against all attacks. That's like Tech Gohan. You know, everyone's saying how Tech Gohan is the best because, you know, he doesn't take any damage. Well, this guy also doesn't take much damage. I mean, yeah, he only has an attack and defense 70%, but he also has that medium chance of evading the enemy super attack, and he gives himself a big boost in attack for 4 turns when his guard is activated. So you need to get slapped once, that activates the guard, then all of a sudden you do some big damage with this guy. But even if you don't get the guard, you still do some all-white damage. But if you do get hit, you can see upwards of like 4 million on this guy. So for a tanky unit, that can go like 4 million. Really nice. Only bad thing is, like, he only works on 2 teams, unfortunately. As you can see there, Movie Bosses Transformation Boost. It is a shame. Hopefully he gets some more support in the future, but honestly, him and Android 13, you need to try that rotation. That's the only reason why he's here, honestly, because of that, because that does some nasty damage. So yeah, that is number 5 with Int Janemba. Next on the list for number 4, we will have Extreme AGL Goku Black Rose. Now, the reason why Rose is here, and people maybe not even wanting him on here or thinking that he's going to be a bit better, for me personally, he's a really good unit. I can understand that, because he's gone from being just a kind of bad unit to now being an amazing support unit. Because look at that, attack 100%, and he also gives extreme class allies Ki +3 and attack 30%. Him can honestly get to like about 3 million attacks that easily. And yes, his defense does take long to stack up, but honestly, once you get going, like, he's not he's not really an SBR unit, I would say. Like, you can take an LGE and you'd probably be okay if you put in like slot 2, but because of that raising defense for his 1 turn. But honestly, that extreme support passive is so good on every team he can fit on. I mean, mainly he's linking up with other Goku Black type units, so probably LR Rosemasu is like one of his best linking partners, honestly. him with LR Rose Master or the Int DFETUR transforming Goku Black, they work wonders. The only thing is that why he only got to the 4th spot is I do not use him that often because he shares the exact same name with the LR in Goku Black. And unfortunately, because he shares the same name with the LR, there's not much times I use him over the other one. Only really when I'm using LR Rosemasu, honestly. But great defense, great attack, and also support. Like, you cannot get better than that. Good categories, and honestly, they made a bad unit amazing. Now, I'm not ready for this one because it's time for number 3, which honestly I think is going to get me a bit of flack because I put physical Vegito Blues EZA here. Now, I don't think I need to talk much about why this guy is even on the list because, as you can see from his passive skill, he can launch many attacks, he counters, he reduces damage received by normal attacks, and like overall he does some disgusting things. Like this guy is better than most LRs, so I'd have to put it like that. This guy is so stupidly strong. If I was going over just attack, this guy would be number 1, or like, you know, overall like utility or something, this guy probably would get that number 1 spot. But unfortunately, this is just for my favorites, so he still is on the list, but just at number 3. Damage is ridiculous. The only thing I don't like about him is sometimes he can take some damage, and honestly, he does take a while to do his damage because you got to wait through all the counters and like you got to do all the super attacks. Honestly, his damage is insane. It's just, I like speedrunning type thing, and he's amazing on speedruns, but he's not the best for speedrunning, if you know what I mean. So like, those are 2 units I like just because of how they are in general. This guy is such a stupid powerhouse, but like when I'm using him, I've got to be using him on like a Realm of Gods team or Patara team, and I don't really use those teams that much anymore. And when I do, I don't really put this guy on the team. It's like Patara has a weird leader, so like that doesn't really work well. Realm of Gods I'm using currently Zamasu, doesn't go too well with that. Kamehameha do not run. Final trump cards I think is about, like, you know, not worth running. Alois is probably the only place I could use him optimally, like all the time, if I would like to do that, but I've already got different LRs on that team. I've got like LR Buteng, so even though he would probably do more damage than them, just like with his defense and then like how he works, I just didn't really put him on much of my teams. Like, he's also always broken. Like, if I wanted to clear something really, like, you know, with the greatest of ease, I think I would take this guy. But because of that stupid amount of damage, he does make it to the number 3 spot. Like, look at those links. Over in the Flash Fierce Battle, Power Stuff, I got Fused Fire. Like, the people he links up with good. But I just don't use him that much. That's why he can't be higher than this. And I know this is going to be number 2. This is a bit of a thing, but I plan on using this guy a ton. And it's also the EUR EZA that's coming out tomorrow for number 2. We get the Extreme Tech South Supreme Kaibu. Now, before you guys go crazy and be like, yo, how did this guy beat Physical Vegito Blue in my favorite like EZAs of all time? Well, it's because of what he does. Look at this. So first of all, he plus 3 and attack 100%, raises the attack and defense up by 100% because of how much HP you can have, which is ridiculous. And you also reduce damage received by 20% when your HP is 80% or more, and you also recover 5% HP. Now, first of all Majin units pretty much heal, so you will always pretty much be close to full HP when you're doing normal stuff. Next, that boost is ridiculous. I think it's multiplicative, so it's more than just raises by 100%. Also, the damage reduction didn't even need to be there, honestly, but that just helps that even more. Craziest thing of this is that, look at that link set. Imagine to have such a good link set now. The reason why, honestly, the only reason why this guy beat Physical Vegito Blue is because Physical Vegito Blue will do like a super for like 2.1, they'll do 2.3, then he'll do like, you know, another one. This guy just straight 4.7 mil attack stack, bang, whatever you're fighting probably dies right then in like 2 seconds. Got a really fast super attack, no messing about, he just does big damage. And he fits, obviously any team I can see him on there. Like, I'm looking at his categories: Resurrected Warriors, Magic Boost, Saga, Transformation Boost, Artificial Life Force, Magic Power, Power Absorption. I would put this guy in all of them. Honestly, I would put this guy in all of them. This guy, really, really strong unit. I cannot wait to EZA him and probably do a video showcasing him off once I've done his EZA. But I just think this guy's so good. Like, if you don't like messing about in Dokkan, if you just want to get it done, you want to get it done really fast as well. If any of you guys are interested in like the speed running side of Dokkan, you know, like, you don't even have to be into speed running, you just have to be into like clearing events faster than usual. This guy would be your guy, honestly. Now the only bad thing is you would need proper leads for him, and the leaders for him at the moment are kind of like difficult. No, I'm not gonna say difficult to get to. You'd need, like, honestly, let's be honest, you need either LR Boo tanks, the exchange tech boot is coming out, or the LR strength Vegito. And like, you know, not much people have those units. I mean, if you got lucky in the previous download celebration that just happened, then yeah, you can run this guy. But if not, you're gonna be a bit struggling. I guess you could run Resi Warriors on Int, Angel, Golden Freezer for the global side, but that's about it. All strength cooler works wonders. So number 2 slot is this guy right here. I know many of you are probably gonna be scratching your heads or like leaving the video, but trust me, when this guy comes out tomorrow for global, rainbow him, give him a try, your mind will change instantly. And that kind of fits us into the number 1 slot, which, and look at that gold number 1 as well, because he is number 1. Physical Kid Boo. Now, I'm going to get so much hate for this, but I love this EZA. This EZA is my favorite EZA in the entire game. Like, everybody else is getting excited about Extreme Int Kid Boo's EZA. That's going to be okay, but it's not this guy. It's not this guy. But anyways, let me get into what he does, because he'll cause immense damage. Nobody cares about that really, but look at this. All allies keep +2 attack and defense 50% when you're above 80% HP. That's that 50% boost. Do you understand how high 50% is? Usually you have to run a specific type of support unit, like, you know, Strength Cabba, or like, you know, AGL Pan, AGL Worldo, and they only work for their specific types, like Extreme AGL, Super Tech, anything like that. All allies for this guy. Doesn't matter if you're super, extreme. If you're high enough HP, you're getting that key +2 attack and defense 50%, which is ridiculous. Any team you can fit this guy, I love to run. And talking about the number 2 TUR, this is his linking partner. This links up perfectly well for him. Obviously he has other linking partners as well, but this rotation together is disgusting. Yes, he's a support unit, but you also get around 2.5 mil attack stats on this guy, even as a support unit, because remember, he's got that big bad bosses and he's got that good Majin link set. All the teams you can fit on, you want this guy there, honestly. I know I'm going to get a bit of hate from this because he's just from a pure supporting perspective, but I love good support units. Good support units carry the team, they make it run so much nicer, it makes your strong units look stronger. Go for LR Boo tanks, LR Boo Hunt, all that stuff. This guy will power them all up, even your super LRs that fit on those teams. You know, Artificial Life Forms, LR Baby gets a big boost, you know, Transformation Boost, all the Transformation Boost guys, like this guy's needed if you want to get to the big attack stats. Like everyone, when they're doing showcases, Physical Kid Boo is there on the float, because that's attack and defense 50%. You can't mess around with attack and defense 50%. So yeah, he is my number 1. I use him all the time. Any chance I can, and that's the main reason why I like Transformation Boost. And he got a massive buff. Like, I need to talk about how big this buff is, because with the link skill changes, this guy went from being like a great EZA to a broken EZA. Like, he's actually broken because, okay, so before you had to choose between either wanting your key +2 attack and defense 50%, or big bad bosses, and then you only get attack and defense 30%, because, you know, to get big bad bosses you had to drop under 80% HP, which is this character's passive threshold for the bigger boost. Now with big bad bosses level 10, you can have both big bad bosses and the attack and defense 50% from this guy. I don't need to explain how much damage that is, my dudes. That's just some ridiculous damage, and the link changes made them better. The link changes made them so much better. I'm so happy the link change happened, and I love this unit. If you guys don't use this unit that much, please start using them that much. Like, comes and helps your unit so much. It's ridiculous. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be the end of the video. I've gone over my 5 top favorites EZAs in line, and and I wonder what your list is, dude. So of course your list is going to be vastly different to mine, so definitely hit me up in the comments about your top 5, and also give me a bit of a comment about my top 5, because I know you're going to have something to say. And also don't forget to like and subscribe, and this has been Kizan here, and I think I'm gonna bounce out. I'll see you on the next video, where I'll be showcasing number 2 when he gets his EZA tomorrow. And I'm gonna bounce out in a bit, dudes.